we've got a couple of things going on. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. If you're looking for the captioning, it is in the bottom right corner of your window that you're looking at right now. It is under the window multimedia viewer. There will be a warning message that says it's going to take you to an external site and a blue continue button. Please click that blue continue button and you should see captioning, live captioning come up in that bottom right window. If you are having any issues once we get started, please message me directly under James Burnham, and I'll be working with you to get you where you need to go. Today, you know, the walleye opener is right around the corner. It's May 15th. We've got a couple of walleye experts on the line. We've got our very own Ray Ruiz, who is our open water fishing, maestro. When I'm out, I literally call Ray when I'm out on the river to ask him for tips, and he graciously answers my questions. So, he's my fishing sensei, and I do whatever he says when it comes to the water. Even when he tells me to use a bait that's not catching any fish, but he's slaying it. So I'm gonna turn it over to Ray Ruiz, and Ray's got his buddy Steve Robertson, who's an accomplished walleye fisher, and he knows these fish backwards and forwards. And I'm gonna let you guys take it away. We're gonna be hanging out in the chat, myself and Benji Cohen, our mentor coordinator and fly fishing expert, and we're gonna be hanging out. So if you've got questions, please let us know. Ray and Steve, take it away. Tell us all about walleye, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. And thank you, everyone. Muchísimas gracias for being here. Thank you for being here, everyone. We really appreciate the support. It's because of you that we're able to do this work, and we're going to continue to do it at the highest level. So thank you very, very much for your support. I've been fishing since I was a kid. And I tell you what, when I met Steve some years ago, we met in the hospitality industry, and we started talking fishing, and we became really good friends because of that. And I've been fishing with Steve Robertson, I don't know for how long, for a very long time. And we've been through a lot of different conditions. We've seen a lot of really cool things. We've experienced amazing time out on the water. And it's a pleasure for me to introduce my dear friend and walleye guru. What he tells me to do, I do, because he's that good, and he's just not only an amazing person, but an amazing angler. And thank you again for being here, Steve. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Hey, Ray. I appreciate the kind words, and I'm glad to be here. I want to thank you and everybody else involved with putting this together today. And thanks to everybody that showed up and wants to try to learn a little bit more about something that you and I are both very passionate about. Thanks everyone for being here. Can't wait to talk about catching some walleyes.
Awesome. Well, I like to start the conversation out with start this podcast, this series, with some basics. The reason why Steve is, in my opinion, one of the best walleye guys or anglers on the planet in Minnesota. I say on the planet because I think you're awesome, man. And he does everything fundamentally sound. He's very fundamentally sound. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some truths about walleyes that maybe you may or may not know. So let's start with that. If I can get this thing to go here. Uh-oh. Having some technical difficulties. 1 second here. And I apologize, you guys. I'm not. Let's see. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so let's talk about universal truths about walleye. All right, so first, walleyes are in the perch family, for those of you who didn't know. And I didn't know that until, I don't know, some time ago, but I thought that was pretty cool. Walleyes are crepuscular. For those of you who may or may not know what that means, it means that they're kind of nocturnal. They feed in twilight and low light conditions. And that's something that Steve is he's gonna amplify more on that as we go through this through these slides, because that's very, very important. Outstanding visual acuity. When I was a kid, one of the things that I asked my dad is, I was like, "Hey, Dad, why do Why do a deer's eye shine? Why does a walleye's eye shine? There's a lot of you who may ask yourself that. I know I did when I was a kid. It drove me absolutely crazy. And I've always been obsessed with fishing, and I'm obsessed with details like that. So I looked into it. This is before Google, so you couldn't just Google the answer. You can do it now if you like. But it's the Teptum lucidium, and it's basically a type of cone that the retina that the walleye has in its eye, and it's able to give this particular fish outstanding visual acuity, and it's able to see in color because of it. Now, when you're in the evening, you look at a tree, it's green and it starts getting darker, it just fades into the dark. Well, a walleye will be able to see that. It sees what you're seeing now, it sees like you're seeing now, it sees like that in the evening. It pitch black, it sees perfectly well. So that's something that, again, we'll talk more about, which is very important when it comes to catching walleyes. They do prefer colder water over warm water, and they are apex predator. Some more facts or some more universal truth about walleye. Walleye always spawn in the spring. The spawn occurs at about 43 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. One single female, and it's always the females, obviously, that lay the eggs, and the females that are the largest, actually, than the males. They're always going to be larger, and Steve can talk a little bit more about that. They can lay up to 500,000 eggs in one session. So like they put out a lot of eggs, especially the larger females. That's why it's really important, Steve. Would you agree to let those larger females go as you're fishing, just for not only conservation but stewardship? Be a good steward to conservation.
Yeah, that's correct, Ray. As there's more and more fishing pressure, with more and more people out fishing, it's important that if we do keep walleyes to eat, and they're excellent eating, by the way, in case anybody doesn't know that, it's important that we select the proper walleyes that we keep for ourselves, to perpetuate the species and continue the good fishing for future generations. So
Yeah.
letting the females go, letting the bigger fish go, those are the primary breeders for the species, and that's how we're going to keep the walleye populations healthy and be able to catch more fish more often.
Cool. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
One more thing that I want you guys to, we'll talk about this, and I encourage you to ask questions about this last bullet here. But walleyes always spawn with the water temperature 43 and 50 degrees, but more importantly, they always spawn on the new moon and full moon. Okay, we'll talk about that, about circadian rhythm later on, and I can talk about that for a long time, but we don't have that much time, so we're going to go through more of these slides. And again, I encourage you to ask questions about that. All right, let's talk about habitat, cover, and structure, Steve. So if Steve, I'm a first-time walleye angler. I love eating walleye. I've been to the Green Mill. I ate their walleye sandwich. I've been to a fish fry. I love walleye. I love walleye. And I'm like, man, I got to learn how to catch these things, and they're hard. They're hard to catch, man. So let's talk a little bit about where can I find them? Where can I find walleye, Steve?
Well, I think a big part of trying to catch walleyes, they're very challenging, but they're also fairly predictable for the most part. They relate to structure a lot of times of the year, and structure, which you have listed under the walleye basics here, can include any one of these particular features that you would find in a good walleye fishing lake. It's important before you set out to go walleye fishing, if you're going to fish from shore, if you're going to be in a boat, try to familiarize yourself with the body of water that you're going to be fishing. And we'll talk about it in a little bit. There's many good resources to be able to do that. You can ask a friend that has fished that lake before for any tips, or river, about where they might start. And depending on the time of the year, that's when you're going to target one of the specific features, habitat, cover, and structure that you have listed here.
Yeah, and I'll just go through them real quick, Stephen.
Yeah.
Guys, one of the things that you're going to hear, especially with walleye fishing in general, but I think more importantly, because walleye are so finicky and they could be hard to catch, is you're going to hear terms like mud flats and reefs and sandbars and sand flats, grass edges. And for a lot of you, you'll say weeds. And I used to say that same term. The proper would be aquatic vegetation or grass, because what's underneath you is grass. So that's something I want you to put in your mind as you're out fishing. It's grass. So you want to look for the healthiest grass too. But again, we'll talk about that some other time. Rock piles, very important. Wing dams when you're on the river. Transition areas and main lake points. Transition areas, for those of you who may or may not know, is when you go from one bottom composition to another. Like, so if I'm a fish, right, Steve, and I'm in the sand, and I move into a bigger, like rocks, that's a transition. Right when that starts, it's a transition area, and that holds most of the time holds fish. All right, next slide here. So Steve, okay, so I still am not confused, but I still want to learn more about where do I start to fish. So I picked a lake for just randomly. We're gonna pick Mille Lacs. It's a big walleye fishery, right? So I'm on Mille Lacs, Steve. Okay, it's a huge lake, bro. Huge, enormous.
It's an enormous lake.
Right. So where would to give me the most success, excuse me, where would I start? What part of the lake would I start and why?
Well, when I touched on earlier, I said that walleyes can be difficult to fish. What we have in our favor is that year in and year out, they're fairly predictable as far as what parts of the lake they're going to be at a certain time of the year. So when we're talking about Lake Mille Lacs, which is absolutely my favorite lake to fish walleyes, it's fantastic, and it's an hour and a half from the Twin Cities here. It's amazing that we have this resource this close to a major metropolitan area such as the Twin Cities. I highly recommend it to people that really want to catch quality walleyes. But speaking specifically about Lake Mille Lacs, if we're talking about in the springtime, the walleye season opens mid-May typically, and it's post-spawn, so the fish should be done spawning at this point. That's why the DNR sets this time to open the walleye season, so they protect those females that need to lay their eggs. But typically, if you look at Mille Lacs Lake, the northwest side of the lake is going to warm up the fastest. And when I say warm up, that means the water temperature is going to rise, and that affects how active the walleyes are. The water temperature, the warmer the water, typically as it rises from the early spring, these walleyes become more active and they feed more aggressively. But if you look at the map here, the sandbars on the north part of the lake, typically you can find excellent walleye fishing, and it's in 20 feet of water or less, typically. 8, 10, 12 feet. And it's easy fishing because it's a sand bottom composition. You don't have to worry about a lot of snags. You can use multiple presentations. It's just a great place to start for early spring walleyes.
Steve, sorry to interrupt you, brother. Talk a little bit about wind, because we hear about the walleye chop, right?
Sure.
Walleye chop. And for those of you who don't know, I'll let Steve talk about the walleye chop, but wind is critical. I love fishing wind, and there's a few reasons why, because that wind brings a lot of nutrients to that side of the lake and a lot of oxygen. And I'll let Steve talk about what the walleye chop and why that's really important to fish.
So they call it a walleye chop because typically when you have some wind that creates waves on top of a lake or a river even, it helps to break up the light that penetrates down into the water column. And walleyes are very sensitive to light, as you mentioned earlier when you were in your introduction, they don't like bright conditions. They very much favor low light conditions. It makes them feel more secure, I guess. They're more active. And what that wind will do is it breaks up the light as it comes into the water. So it's just darker underneath the water, which makes the walleyes a little bit more active. Rather than if it was a calm surface, the light would penetrate farther down.
Right on.
So the other part about the walleye chop is that it will often drive the walleye's prey, which is bait fish, small minnows. It'll drive them into a certain area where then they would concentrate and actively feed on those bait fish.
Awesome. So if I'm a beginning, again, going back to the beginner walleye angler, if I'm on a boat or I'm on shore, you know me, Steve, you and I fished De Macasca, formerly known as Lake Calhoun. There's big walleyes in that lake, in that metro lake. And yeah, a lot of big walleyes. So if I'm a shore fisherman, I'm okay fishing what, 2 to 3, 4 foot, 4 feet. Is that cool? Can I do that?
Absolutely. And again, I would target the low light conditions for shore fishermen when you're talking about walleyes early in the morning and maybe, an hour, hour and a half before the sun goes down. Those fish, again, relating to the light conditions, are going to start moving up into the shallower water. And I've had many experiences fishing from shore where I've caught walleyes in 2 feet of water when it's dark.
Steve,
you can see very well. They have no problem seeing your presentations. So don't be afraid to bring your presentations close to shore, especially in the springtime.
Steve, remember that time we went out? I don't know what lake we were on. It might have been Mille Lacs or a different lake, and it was in the evening. It was late, and there was a kid at the dock, and he had that flashlight, and he pointed it towards the water, and all you saw were eyes glowing, like thousands of them. And I was like, oh my God, there was just walleye everywhere.
Everywhere.
And dude, how deep were we? Like 3, 4 foot, maybe?
Well, we were at the boat launch in Garrison, actually.
Yeah.
And we were bringing the boat off to be done fishing for the day. And it was anywhere from 1.5 to 4 feet of water. And there was so many walleyes and you could see their eyes.
Crazy.
It was like a carpet. You could almost walk across it. It was
awesome.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Steve, I want to talk a little bit about how we can use technology, right, to our advantage. So listen, Steve and I started fishing without any fancy technology, without a boat, without a fish finder, without any of that stuff, guys. We started grassroots or very organically with a cane pole or just a basic fish spinning outfits. So this is something that I really want to emphasize on use technology to your advantage. So we all have one of these, right? So you can go to the DNR website and download the Lake Finder phone app. It's completely free. And I'll repeat that, free 99, like James Burnham's like to say. When you get that app on your phone, it'll actually, you can see on the screen here, find a lake near me, or you can punch it in. You can set it at your favorites, and it'll tell you the bottom contour and depth, okay, of that specific lake. You can look at different fish species that are in that lake, specific lake near your home or whatever. Boat landing and accessibility, and also talks about the fishing piers and docks and how many are around the lake. And we're going to see that on that next slide here. Now I know it's going to be a little hard because I tried my best to, but this is De Macasca, again, formerly known as Lake Calhoun. This is the chain of lakes, and this is right in Uptown, you guys. I don't know if anybody lives in Uptown, but I love fishing these lakes. If you don't believe in monsters, fish that lake. They'll make you a believer. So again, go to your phone, download it, and you can see the bottom, not the bottom composition, excuse me, the bottom contour. And to the upper, on the northeast side of the lake, you can see there's a launch right there. On south, directly south, there's another portage or another dock, I believe. So again, use these particular things to your advantage. Steve, do you got anything to say or add to this to the lake finder?
Well, when you mention the contours, maybe you can expound a little bit on that, and why that's so important for people to understand, and what are they looking at? When we say contours, you and I know the terms and what this all means, but for people that really haven't looked at one of these before, tell them what you're looking at and what you're looking for
Sure.
when they're looking for walleyes on that lake.
Sure. No, that's a great point, Steve. So when you're looking at contours, the tighter the lines, the better. So the tighter the lines, and you'll be able to see them once you have the app, and you can actually zoom in on your phone. You'll see those tight lines, and it'll tell you 2, 4, 8, 12 feet. And the tighter the contour lines are, the better, because you could be fishing from shore, right, Steve? And it goes from like 2 foot to like 14 foot. And you have a nice transition area. You go from milfoil to, or from one type of vegetation to a different type of vegetation. That's what you're looking for when I mean by contour lines. And that's very, it's super easy. It's on your phone. And actually the other cool thing, Steve, I don't know if you knew this, but I think it has like a little dot when you're on the phone. It shows you where you're at on the lake. So in conjunction to the contour, which is really cool. I think it's a really cool feature. So
Yeah, and it not only gives you areas where you can start to look for places to fish, but it also helps you eliminate areas that, typically you wouldn't think would be productive with the technique or the time of year or the water temperature that you're fishing. It's just a great tool to give you a kind of a roadmap where to start your fishing.
and,
Um,
yeah,
and
man,
it's free, like you
absolutely.
said. It's a great tool.
That, and I'll tell you, these walleyes get finicky. You're going to need all the advantages. You're going to want all the advantages because they're hard to catch sometimes. And you got to hunt. Sometimes you're not an angler, you guys. You become a hunter. You hunt these fish, and you're on. Steve and I have been on top of fish, and we can't catch them. Right, Steve? That happens sometimes, and it's very frustrating. So just take advantage of the technology and leverage it and use it. So Steve, I want you to just take over here and talk about fishing equipment, some of the fishing
Sure.
basics. What am I going to need as an angler? It's just to give me success out on the water. What kind of equipment am I going to need and want?
If you're a angler new to walleye fishing, it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg to get started and to get some really nice gear in lures and tackle to be able to use different presentations. You've got listed here a rod and reel combo, typically a 6 to 7 foot rod with a spinning reel. You can find many combinations at any of the stores for, anywhere from $40 to $100. And typically they're well matched, the combos that they carry. You'd start there. A small tackle box, again, inexpensive, to be able to hold everything that you're going to need as you're fishing for these fish. Hooks, jigs, weights, your slip bobbers, which we'll talk about, the bobber stoppers, crankbaits. If anybody doesn't know what a crankbait is, Ray, there's a picture of one right there. You can get into walleye fishing for under a couple $100.
That's right. So let's talk a little bit about your favorite techniques and presentations, Steve.
Well, are you talking about like fishing opening weekend, Ray? Because it's specific to the time of the year.
Sure. So let's talk.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's a good starting point.
let's do that. So let's just say you're going out and the water temperature. I was out and the water temperature is currently 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe
Sure.
it's now 56, and that is a big deal. I mean, that's very critical. And the other thing, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but if I'm a shore fisherman, how do I know the water temperature? Right, that's going to be a challenge. So we'll have to discuss that a little bit more. But let's just say that we're going out to opener. Water's still a little bit cool. What am I gonna? What's your go-to to start there? What's your go-to there?
You know what? I would have to say that my go-to presentation I would start with would be just a plain jig. And you can hold up an example of what I'm talking about. And we would be able to fish this jig with a minnow, with a plastic bait. You can hold up something like that. That's a paddle tail plastic. A Mr. Twister has worked countless times for me early in the spring and fished under 10 feet of water. Just a jig and a plastic, a jig and a minnow, and you're just going to work that presentation really slow.
Got it. There's an example on the bottom right here of a jig and a minnow there, and then at the top we have another presentation. Steve, talk a little bit about like this is something that I've always wondered. When we look at two different hooks, you have a longer shank and you got a shorter shank. What am I going to be using these? Like when am I going to be using them?
Well, you know, either presentation can work with the same bait that you're using. I tend to prefer the short shank jig head personally, especially in the spring. The fish aren't as active. They could be feeding, but they're not as aggressive when they take the bait as they might be when the water warms up and they're in deeper water. With that short shank, it doesn't allow the walleye as much of an opportunity to just grab the bait off of the hook. They tend to take the whole bait and the jig head in at the same time, and it just increases the amount of hookups that you'll get.
Basically your landing percentage, right? What they call landing percentage.
Exactly.
Or hooker percentage.
Hookup percentage.
Yeah.
That short shank, in my opinion, just increases my hookup percentage.
Steve, we hear a lot about color. Let's talk to me about color. So like we hear a lot about like you got this color or that color. If you're gonna be going out for opener in a week or right around there, what kind of colors are you gonna be offering the walleyes?
Well, as you know, Ray, they make jigs in every single color you can imagine.
That's right.
Typically, depending on how much cloud cover there is, or if it's a bright sunny day, that's what I would base my choices off of, at least to start with. We all have our favorite colors and favorite jigs that we have confidence fishing with. You as a bass fisherman have your go-to rigs that you use. Typically, I prefer the lighter colored jigs, and I like glow jigs as well. So I might start with a white glow jig and then experiment with different colors, blue, pink. Chartreuse is always a good walleye color. When it comes to multiple presentations, a chartreuse green, that tends to be a really good producer. Experiment is what I say.
Yeah, and that's why like when I remember going fishing with you, bro, and you would use one color and I would use another one, right? Just to give the human
Absolutely.
like a little bit, because the fish are perfect. Fish don't make mistakes. They know what they like. We're kind of guesstimating. We're guessing. We're trying to figure out the puzzle. We're trying to put what they call a pattern. We're trying to put together a pattern, a fishing pattern, of what works. Okay, I remember we were fishing and you were like, "What color was that? Was that the blue one?" And then you went to your tackle box and you changed it out. And I was like, "Wait, what weight was it?" And I was like, "Oh, was it an 1/8 ounce, whatever?" And so it's very specific, right, Steve? It's always going to be very specific, the offering, and it changes all the time.
It changes from day to
Daily.
day.
Yeah, hour to hour.
Yeah, and I think that's a mistake that sometimes people make when they are fishing, is that they fall in love with a certain color or size of a jig, just because they caught a fish on it last year.
Right.
And again, if you have confidence in something, I'm all about starting there and using that. But if it's not working, don't be afraid to switch things up. Try different sizes of jigs, try different colors, try different plastics, try different live bait. Typically, it's going to be minnows in the springtime, which transitions then to leeches and as the water warms up. And then when the water is really warm, a night crawler presentation like you have on the screen here, that's going to work really well. So what I'm saying is don't be afraid to change it up, and don't fall in love with one particular way to fish. Try different things.
Steve, let's talk a little bit about, and I don't have the slide because I didn't want to put that many slides and bore the folks up. I wanted this to be more of a fun conversation, but let's talk about match the hatch. We hear this all the time, right? Match the hatch.
Sure.
So I want just so people, our audience can see here. I have two baits here. I'm gonna do this. So I want you to talk a little bit. Oh, I can't use my. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm doing my best to try to multitask here.
You're fine.
I'm gonna hook myself too, dude. I'm gonna catch myself. So we have two baits. We have number 7 and number 5 wrapless shad wraps here. When would you use the smaller one versus the bigger one, Steve? Talk to the folks about that, like, and why.
Well, a lot of times we're targeting specific depths for walleyes. If you're a boat angler and you have electronics, and you're marking fish at 12 feet of water, we're going to try to target that 12-foot depth. The way that these lures are designed with their size and the shape of the bill, if you can show that, these will dive as they're being pulled through the water, either by casting or trolling. They'll dive to a specific depth. 9 to 12 feet is a common one. 4 to 6 feet. So that's how we're going to determine where we start with those crankbaits, targeting a depth. And then once we determine what depth we're going to fish, then we're going to try to nail down a color that we think that these walleyes might be interested in. And again, people have their favorites. I have way too many crankbaits in my tackle box. It's kind of an obsession every time they come out with a color to go and get one of those. But what I find mostly is I've probably fished 3 or 4 different colors. If I don't get something within 15, 20 minutes, I'll switch it up. I might try a different size, maybe go a little bit deeper than when I mark those fish, or a little bit shallower, to try to find the active fish, because even though you might be marking fish on your graph, not all of those fish are going to be actively feeding at the same time.
Right, absolutely.
Higher in the column that are, some lower. It's experimentation, and really just don't be afraid to switch things up.
Right on. Yeah, one of the things that I've learned as throughout, on doing tournaments, I remember watching guys guys and gals throw different kind of baits, and one thing that I noticed and I've learned is bait fish grow throughout the year, right, Steve-O?
Correct.
So they'll start like a little guy, like this guy, and then he'll grow this, like in July, and next thing you know, he's a little bit bigger, and those fish know that. They set up for those things. So as an angler, as a beginning angler, understand that. A lot of you may have kids. How many of your kids outgrow their shoes when they're babies, right? You got to get them new ones. So the same thing with baits. It always happens, and that's something that you have to always, like Steve said, be experimental. Don't be afraid to try new stuff. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's what it's all about when you're out fishing. Steve, talk a little bit just about some of these presentations that we see here.
Sure.
And when would you use them and why?
Well, I mentioned earlier that Lake Mille Lacs is my favorite walleye lake. So I'll kind of start what my approach would be, kind of specifically for Lake Mille Lacs, and then throughout the season. You and I had a tremendous day last spring when we
Oh, man.
and it was maybe a week after opener. I think the water temperature might have been 57, 60 degrees, somewhere in there. So what we did is we targeted the fish on shallow rocks. That's the structure that they were relating to at that time in the area that we fished. Because of the wind, we could only fish a certain part of the lake. There was just too much wind.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So what
crazy.
we did is we targeted those fish in, it was 6 to 10 feet of water. And what we found was that the slip bobber system was absolutely the best way to go. And you can show everyone kind of what the setup is. There's one on the screen here that they can see, but this is probably my favorite early season method for fishing the rock piles on Lake Mille Lacs.
The components. So we have our bobber. For those of you, we have our bead. I don't know if you can see it. It's in my finger. We have a bead. We have our split shot weights. And again, this is green friendly. It's not lead. So be careful when you guys are out shopping for this stuff. Make sure it's always green friendly. Steve and I always use green friendly products, lead free products. And then we tip it, and it depends. Sometimes we'll use, I've seen Steve use a jig like this, and I've seen him use just a plain hook. It just depends.
Correct.
So it just really depends on the conditions that we're fishing. So
yeah, and typically I'd like to try to use the lightest possible presentation I can. It allows, we were fishing with leeches at the time. It allows the leech to have the maximum amount of movement as it's underneath the slip bobber and moving around in the water. It's just more natural for the fish, and use as light of a presentation as the conditions allow. And when I say the conditions, I'm specifically talking about the wind. On a windy day, you need to have a little bit heavier jig, or a plain hook might not work to get that presentation down to the depth that you want it to. But
that's right.
A great way to fish. Morning, noon, and night, those fish were on the rocks there. We had a nice walleye chop, and a very effective way. And that can work at all times of the year, a slip bobber system.
Sure. And hopefully we can get more in depth, because I mean, we can talk about this for hours, you and I, but maybe there will be an opportunity later on where we can come back and revisit this, because when it comes to slip bobber system, it's very deadly, because it's a static presentation. That bait stays right in front of that fish. If you have and we can talk again, we can nerd out on this. So we usually do, right, Steve-O? Bobbers, you want, like, if it's really windy, you want more of a pencil bobber, something that doesn't have drag. This is more of like your egg kind of style. So if you have a lot of wind, it's going to push this easier, as opposed to something that has a little bit, it's slimmer, has more streamline. And again, that's something that we can revisit later on, which Steve will get more specific, more technical on that stuff. But just some things to think about when you're out. If you want to purchase a tackle, be like Steve and I, purchase as much as you can, because you will use it, and the conditions will make you use those products, right, Steve?
Yeah, and that's correct, Ray. And I just wanted to touch on the fact with the slip bobber, it's great for people that don't have a ton of experience fishing for walleyes. It's a very simple system to set up. You don't have to do anything besides cast it out and wait for the fish to take the bobber under the water. So it's good for beginners. It's good for people that don't have a ton of experience, and it's inexpensive.
Yeah.
The bobbers are and the stops and everything. Get everything you want for $15 or less. So Great system.
Also lighted bobbers, right, Steve? These are really cool if you fish in the evening, because remember, walleyes feed in low light conditions. So if you don't have time to fish during the day, guess what? You're in luck. You can get lighted bobbers and fish at night, which is
Yep.
really cool.
Runs off a small battery that just fits inside the bobber. And excuse me, it's really fun watching a lighted bobber go under the water at night and knowing you got a 22-inch walleye on there. It's quite a thrill.
It's a lot of fun watching it just go, whoop, it just disappears. You know, it's pretty awesome. Oh man, I think that's all the slides we have, Steve. I'm gonna open it up for Q&A because I'm sure we covered a lot of content, and we can keep going, you guys. But I know a lot of you don't have maybe are limited on time. I want to be respectful, and I want to let James kind of take it from here. And if we have any questions, let's open it up for a little Q&A.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Super great stuff. I know y'all could go for forever on this. And it's, you know, maybe later in the summer we'll have like midsummer tactics, because I mean it changes as the season goes on, just like a lot of stuff. So you kind of addressed, there was a question about some colors. Y'all talked about that. You know, there was a question, when you use a jig, is it on a slip bobber, or is it just literally jigging it along the bottom or in the water column?
Great question. You can do it either way. The jig is maybe the most versatile presentation or piece of tackle that any fisherman can use, and it's not just for specific to walleyes. If you're a shore fisherman, when I was a young kid, I didn't have a boat. I could only fish off of shore. And what Ray's holding in his hand right there is how I started, with a Mr. Twister and a jig, and I just tied that to the end of my line, and I'd throw it out into 10 feet of water, and then just slowly bring it back. And you'd be amazed at how many walleyes I caught just with that simple presentation. You know, $2 worth of tackle right there, if that.
Yeah, and then the other
deadly.
Yeah, the other thing, Steve, is one of the things you guys to consider when you're walleye fishing is if you're using live bait or artificial. This is obviously artificial. It's harder, especially in the summer when things heat up. It's hard to keep that bait alive, right, Steve?
It is.
It's tough. It's really tough. So that's something to consider, and it's expensive. Not gonna lie, it could get spendy. These little minnows, they need a lot of oxygen. They die on you quick. So this is sometimes a better way to go, more economical, more efficiently. You can work this and not spend that much money. So I encourage you to start with this and then work your way up to live bait. It's just sometimes more effective.
Nice. Good, great tips. So let's say we've got a question from Jim. If y'all are in 14 feet of water, what depth are you fishing?
Are the fish suspended or are they on the bottom? You know, so Steve, what do you think?
Well,
it depends.
You know, typically in specific to walleyes is we're generally going to be targeting those fish within two feet of the bottom of the lake. So the simple answer would be I would fish 12 to 13 feet down. I might fish right on the bottom if I'm on the sand and I know that there's no vegetation or snags or rocks to get hung up on. I'll just fish that right on the bottom and then just slowly work it back.
Nice.
But if I do have electronics and I'm marking fish in 10 feet of water, that's a good time to pull out a slip bobber and set it at 10 feet and then drop it down, and that puts that bait right in front of those fish that you're marking on your electronics. But the simple answer is I'm trying to fish close to the bottom in almost all situations. Almost.
Nice. So that kind of segues really nicely to the next question, which is, could y'all just real briefly touch on working different structures to target walleye in different seasons? You know, you've alluded to the fact that their patterns are going to change as the seasons go on. You know, what are y'all looking at? You know, real quick. You know, early season, mid season, late season. What's some of the structure y'all are looking for?
Early season, shallow areas, sand, gravel, Mud can be a very good thing. A muddy bottom lake. As the water warms up, the fish are going to start moving out a little bit deeper. And then that's when you're going to target areas of structure such as rocks, or again, specific to Mille Lacs, I'd target the mud flats. Best fishing I have throughout the year is probably on the mud flats, where I catch the most and biggest fish out there. That's good from the end of May, probably until August or so. And then the fish, go ahead, Ray.
No, I wasn't. Please, I wasn't going to say anything. I'm listening. I'm learning. Go ahead, Steve.
And then throughout the year, as we transition into the fall and the water starts cooling down, the days get shorter. Fish will become very active because they know that winter's coming, the water's going to get cold, and they need to put on the feed bag, if you will, to prepare for a long, cold winter.
Nice.
So a lot of times we'll use moving baits during those times of the year, and specifically that's trolling crankbaits, pitching crankbaits, something with some movement, because these fish are very active and they will chase those crankbaits down.
Nice.
Yeah,
So we've got a really quick question.
Yeah.
We've got, where would you recommend, where's a good spot for, say, a 13-year-old to go walleye fishing? Where's a good starter spot?
It depends on. I would say it depends on where you live. So, if you live in the city, you can go to Demacasca, fish off the docks in the evening or early in the morning. I've seen people catch 28-inch walleye out of there. Depends on where you live. That's the best answer I can give you. But
they're following up and they're saying they're in Cambridge.
So he's in
Cambridge. Nice.
So one thing that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration here in town, when I talk to people about where they walleye fish, nobody mentions the river. We have an unbelievable resource. It's called Pool 2 of the Mississippi River. And pound for pound, it's as good a walleye fishing as pretty much any lake in the state. Big numbers of fish, great size of fish, and you can do it offshore in many, many different places. It's very accessible through the state park systems. You can just walk down to the river, find a spot, and work on your presentations for walleye in the river. That's a great starting spot, and most people don't know about it.
And to amplify your point more, Steve, guys, Steve makes a great point with that. Always remember, in the river systems, fish are going to be way more competitive, always, versus lakes, because food is a little bit less scarce in rivers. I fish the river a lot. I'm a river rat. I mean, James knows I spend a lot of time on the river, and I fish a lot in the river with Steve. And fish are very competitive. So if you want to catch more fish, the river's a great place to go.
Nice. So I'm gonna try to wrap it up here. We're coming up on 10 to 1, but there's a couple of questions that are kind of similar vein. When you're trolling, are you going to recommend a live bank or a crankbait? And then, like a live bait on a Lindy rig or a crankbait? Like, what are y'all using when you're trolling?
Both.
Well, typically, and when you say trolling, that means that you've got a motor and you're engaging the boat and moving forward and pulling the bait behind you. I would say a crankbait at that point. 2 miles an hour is a target speed that I try to hit when I'm fishing for walleyes with crankbaits. The other part of a moving boat is a live bait rig can be used if you're drifting with the wind. let's say across the top of the mud flats at Lake Mille Lacs or around the mud flats. It's called a Lindy rig, and it's a live bait rig. Typically it's a spinner. Ray, if you can maybe hold one of those up.
From the harness.
Crawler. Yep, it's a blade that spins around with the hook right behind it. You put your live bait on there, and then you're just going to drag that along the bottom, and that can be very effective. I would say mid-season, not necessarily early season, but that would be a great way to do it, and you control that as well. But I would just bring my speed down a little bit if I was using that.
Nice. So I'm going to get to the final couple of questions here. We're going to wrap this up. Any recommendations on fishing wing dikes in the river when y'all are out on the rivers and you hit some wing dikes?
Yeah, so if you're gonna fish wing dams, the most important thing when it comes to wing dams is the elevation of the water and the speed of the water. It's gonna, so that's the first thing. When you're fishing wing dams, be safe. First and foremost, know where the wing dam is. Try not to anchor too close to it. And a lot of the fish, what they'll do is if that water is really low, you fish them low. Fish them like right at the base of that wing dam. If that water is a little higher, those fish will suspend and they're going to be a lot more active, way more aggressive. You have to be careful when you're throwing baits. Make sure you're throwing moving baits. Do not throw anything too static. Don't let it drag there because you will get hung up, and that's a very frustrating piece of fishing, right, Steve? It stinks.
Just know that if you do fish wing dams, you are going to get snagged and you will lose tackle. It's part of the cost of doing business if you're going to fish in those locations, but it can also be very rewarding.
Right.
Holding many very large walleyes.
So
always hear about in the river, big walleyes coming off the wing dams.
I recommend something small, a small bait like a little paddle tail like this, something that you can just toss out there and bring back with a good amount of speed. You're not going to get hung up. So you got to have a moving bait, and you could bury your hook into the plastic. That's going to lower your hook percentage, or you can expose the hook. That if you hit a rock, it'll dull the hook up. So you have to keep looking at the hook and sharpening it up. So there's pros and cons, like Steve said. That's just the price of doing business. But that's what we recommend is moving baits, small moving baits.
All right, guys. Last question. If you're gonna keep a couple of walleye for the dinner plate, what's your ideal size? And that has a lot of you got to know what the size limits are on the body of water you're at. There's different limits on different lakes, but what's the tastiest size for y'all for the dinner plate?
If I could have all of the walleyes that I kept to eat be 18 inches, that would be perfect. But
I agree.
I would say between 14 and 20 inches is going to be a good eating size walleye. The bigger they get, the meat just doesn't have the same firmness and the same sweet flavor as the younger, smaller walleyes do. So again, let those big ones go and make a bunch more big ones and keep the smaller, 14, 15, 16, up to 19, 20 inches. Those are the best eating.
Yeah, I agree. Those are good.
Yep.
Fantastic. Benji's exactly right in the chat. We've had a bunch of great questions. I tried to get to as many of the ones as we could. In the Q&A, there were a couple that may have squeaked into the chat function that I wasn't able to get to, but this event is being recorded. We're going to be posting it on the registration page. So the link that you use to register for these events, all of our recordings are living there right now. We're working on transitioning them to a landing page on our website, but for now they're all on the registration page. Ray and Steve, thanks so much for taking time out of your day to share your passion about this stuff and spread the news about fish and walleye. The walleye opener is coming up May 15th. Get your licenses, get your rigs. all you need is a hook and a bobber, and you could be landing some of this stuff. So it can get really complex, but you can keep it really simple too. So you
Right.
know, find the fishing style that works for you, and the most important thing is that everybody gets out and enjoys it, because it's a whole lot of fun, right, guys?
That's awesome. Yeah. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free. You got our emails down there. You can email Steve and I directly. So
Sure.
we'd be
Happy
honored
to
to answer any of your questions.
Yep.
Fantastic.
having
Thanks,
us.
everybody. We'll see you next week, and have a wonderful week, and enjoy the warm weather. Thank you.
Tight
Gracias.
line.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.